NMH.live. Gaan nou. Oké, van, dit lyk of hy werk, so jy sal hom as 'n browser input moet insit dan hoor. Gebruik sommer daai URL. Oké, jy sit al voor my. Ek gaan so lank uit. Ek gaan hierdie foon vir iemand gee daarso. Ja. Mag hy ook? Ja, maar jy moet play druk. Dis laat my nou skrik. Waar is dat? Oké, praat met jou.
Thank you very much. Let's give them a round of applause. Wonderful. Honorable Minister, the learners that you are seeing here is from different schools. The franchise of the group that you are seeing here, actually, I should say for the first time that I've seen learners forming a group, coming not as per region as we know them as a name from Oshana or Chodojuba, but the franchise that we have given them. But each group have about 4 to 5 different schools, and we had one managing person that was appointed by the managing school to really make sure that all these children do practice together and they are coming here as a team, and we really have those persons that were assigned those responsibilities to thank for such an excellent coordinations. Let's give them another round of applause for a wonderful performance. It is a sport event. It is combined with sport and with activities and entertainments. It is just befitting when we have a word of encouragement from one of the institutions that is responsible for sports in our country. That is the Namibia School Sports Union, and it's my honor to invite Mr. Solidaker, who is a national coordinator, just to give us a remarks.
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. Allow me to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Deputy Minister of Higher Education, Mr. Elby and his management and team who make this event possible. I think from the School Sports Union side per se, we are very much glad and honored to have this event who coincides with the career exhibition. Because for us it's not sport to do as a relaxation, but sport is as a career. But about that tomorrow morning more. My task today is just to welcome everybody, and as the Director of Ceremonies has alluded earlier, the kids are coming from as far as Oshakati, all 4 corners of the continent of Namibia. So we are very much glad, and the age code is for the age code under 17s. So when I'm saying under 17s, those are the kids that are busy making them ready now for the examinations that will start in few weeks' time. So that's why it is for us as the School Sports Union, it is important to inform learners that you should have a balanced life. It's not all about education. Yes, education is very much important. But if you just do education, 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 then you neglect the other part, the other 50% of your life. Then you are not a full human being. So again, this is a partnership that started this year between Namibia Media Holdings, the hashtag Spring Community Festival. And I believe this thing will grow from strength to strength. We have discussed this for some time now, and there were some challenges. And I'm very much glad to see that we've managed to overcome all those challenges. Even the calls that I got from the regions. I've got so much on my fork to do. I'm still having academics to take care of. I said, my dear, 5 minutes of your time is not too much asked. So therefore, for all the teachers present, all the coaches, all the principals who made this event also possible. To the business community, yes, of course, without you, this was not possible. And also, I would like to say thank you also to our government, because they are the giver and who make sure that these kids are here. So enjoy the 3 days of your stay in the capital. For some of you, it's your first come here to Windhoek. For others, every weekend, this is your stay. Those who are playing quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals in hockey, rugby, and netball. Yes, I'm also glad to see that they've also brought in cheerleaders. They also brought the smaller codes in, like chess, who are always not really recognized. And then also, what they've done, which is very marvelous to me, they've changed the format of the game. They make it fast. The smaller, so it means all the players will be in contact. So that's why we'll have the Fast 5 soccer, we'll have 7-a-side rugby, so it makes sure that everybody who is here will touch the ball, one or the other way. From my side, from the School Sports Science Union, we like to thank NMH, Namibia Media Holdings, hashtag Festival, for this initiative, as well as all the business community who put hands together to ensure that this thing was take off the ground. We are grateful for this one. Again, LB and your team, I know it was a lot of sleepless nights, but thank you so much for all the effort you have done. We have much appreciated.
Let's give him a big round of applause. Those hands are you tired? The afternoon have just started. Yeah, that sounds better. Thank you very much. We had to give him an opportunity so that he can just say his remarks, because he's got another equally important assignment that he have to carry out. Therefore, he will not be with us for the rest of the program. And we thank you very much for really making time to be with us tonight for this short period, although we hope to see you tomorrow, of course, to see what the cheerleadings and the chairs are doing, not only these few minutes. We look forward to see you tomorrow, and thank you very much for this speech. On this opportunity, can I then invite Albie Botha, the CEO of Namibia Media Holdings, to give us now the formal welcoming remarks. Give him another round of applause.
Honourable Deputy Minister of Higher Education, Training and Innovation, Dr. Becky Njozi Ojo, Mr. Solidaker, NSSU National Coordinator, thank you so much and welcome to 2017 Festival. We're very honoured and proud that that we were able to bring all these schools together, from as far as Rundu, as far west as Walfish and Swakop, as far east as Gobabis. Maybe we didn't get quite too far to the south yet. We only ended up in Rehoboth. We will try our best to get further south. But we're happy to say over 500 children who are here to represent the 9 different franchises as combined schools, not in individual schools. We're extremely proud to host this first festival in Namibia. As an organization and proud Namibian company and a passion for children, we are honored to be part of this wonderful event. Let me from the beginning say thank you to the following 9 sponsors: Bank Windhoek, Deloitte, InTouch, King Price, Newsprint Namibia, Paratus, Prosperity Health, Republican and ShopRite. Without these sponsors, this event would not have happened. We first went to our sponsors and made sure that we had partners to make sure that this event happens. It is quite an expensive event to get people from all these areas, to make sure accommodation is sorted, to make sure buses are sorted, to make sure that the events of the last 3 days are not just talk, but a lot of action as well. Children want action, they don't just want talk. Thank you once again. I'd like to thank the children for making time for this event. I know you have a busy schedule. Children of today are extremely busy. Thank you for coming from all these areas, and thank you for making time, and hopefully you'll have a better understanding and options of choices that you can have in your careers. Children far too often focus on the inputs. We focus on the A's and the B's and the C's for our accounts, for maths, for English, and we forget to see what are the outputs, what are my career options. Sometimes I think as adults we also focus on the inputs too much and don't focus on the outputs as well. So maybe it's a lesson or two we have to learn. Doing this event takes a lot of effort, so do allow me 3 minutes, maybe 5, that there's a short slideshow that I can personally say thank you to the following people. I won't mention each one's name, but each person's name will come on the screen now as a thank you on my behalf. Thank you. Thank you so much once again to Appetizer for sponsoring the cash prize for Miss High School, for Paratus for giving us unbelievable Wi-Fi to enable us to live stream this event on Facebook last night, today, and all 12 hours tomorrow. There'll be a long broadcast tomorrow. Thank you so much for giving us that bandwidth. Without it, it would not be possible. So please follow us on Facebook under My Zone. We're very proud that we are broadcasting this event live. And last but not least, thanks to the Lord for giving us patience, a lot of dedication, and hard work. Allow me 3 seconds to say something very close to my heart. We often hear the word the race card. It's an obvious part to play. We often have challenges around racism in this country. We often have conflict because of race. We often have challenges because we don't respect each other. So let me play the race card tonight. My race card is as follows. The R stands for respect. Let's respect each other. Let's show respect when we have these games in the next 2 days. Let's make sure everybody shows respect. Without respect, we cannot go inside. Secondly, let's work on our attitude. Without attitude, the right attitude, we quickly get very negative. Thirdly, let's work on commitment. We far too often say yes to something and then consequently we don't get around doing it. It's a real challenge for us in this country. Let's be committed to what we're saying. So maybe we should say less and do more. And last but not least in the race card, let's have energy. Let's show that passion and the energy that makes the difference. If we play that race card, this country will be wonderful. Let's have respect, let's work on our attitude, let's be committed, and let's have energy. So I'm very happy if that is the race card that we're playing. Allow me, last but not least, to say, enjoy the games, have fun, make friends, and make memories for your life. Life is very short. Thank you so much.
Let's give Albi another round of applause. The students might wonder, how can she just say Albi? Thank you very much, Albi, for a very nice introductory remarks to this first ever hashtag festival, where a word of encouragement, a word of support, and a word of thankfulness for our sponsors, and everybody that has made it possible. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about career fair. We are talking about the dreams that have to come true for our future leaders that are gathered here this afternoon. We are talking about the emphasis in our education. We are talking about how do we better our education in our country? How do we get better and qualified leaders and professionals? It's this just befitting, and we are so privileged to be honored with the presence of the minister, deputy minister, responsible for higher education, training and innovation. You have seen the exhibitors, you have seen all the careers that have been exhibited, and she has seen it, she has gone through, she has spoken to most of the exhibitors there this afternoon. Now it's an opportunity for her to speak to you, the learners. Honorable Dr. Becky Njose Oyo, it's my pleasure to invite you to the podium.
Wow, thanks very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I can see you. You know, I'm a traditionalist, so I thought I was standing behind the podium was far away. They said, don't worry, they are actually trajecting me onto the students to see me. Director of Ceremonies, Mr. Alpi Bota, the CEO of Namibia Media Holdings, Board of Directors of Namibia Media Holdings, Managing